Forests are more than just trees and squirrels. They can hold hidden wonders. We are talking giant hidden sinkholes with secret worlds inside, forgotten ruins swallowed by nature, and a remarkably pink, super salty lake in the middle of nowhere. Get ready for a journey into the extraordinary, where nature surprises us with its bizarre and fascinating discoveries. The Screaming Woods. Deep in the heart of Kent, England, lies the village of Pluckley, known for its chilling reputation as one of Britain's most haunted places. But Pluckley isn't just about spooky legends. It also holds a unique natural wonder called the Screaming Woods. For years, visitors and locals alike have reported hearing blood-curdling screams emanating from the darkness of the forest. Some believe these are the cries of restless spirits, trapped within the woods. There are also claims that these are the ghosts of unfortunate souls who met their demise within the forest. Adding to the intrigue, villagers share their own unnerving experiences. They speak of shadowy figures moving through the trees and silently following them on their journeys through the woods. But the Screaming Woods hold more than just eerie folklore. The land itself has a rich history as it boasts of one of the oldest Neolithic sites in the world. While the truth behind the screams in the forest remains a mystery, the Screaming Woods offer a unique and unforgettable experience. Whether you are drawn by the possibility of the paranormal, captivated by the whispers of history, or simply seeking a unique adventure, this forest promises an encounter you won't soon forget. So, are you brave enough to venture in and discover its secrets for yourself? Nazi Hideout. Sometimes, the unlikeliest of things are found in the most unexpected places. Take, for instance, the year 2015, when a team of archaeologists set their sights on 3 weathered buildings deep within the jungles of Argentina. What they stumbled upon within those crumbling walls was nothing short of extraordinary. Among the treasures they unearthed was a porcelain plate stamped with the words, "Made in Germany." These coins date back to the dark era of Nazi Germany. The leader of the expedition revealed that these buildings were just a piece of a much larger puzzle from World War II. It turns out the Nazis had grand plans, including secret hideouts for their high-ranking officials in case things went south. This included hidden shelters scattered across deserts, nestled in mountains, perched on cliffs, and even concealed within the dense jungle. These structures were no joke when it came to security. Some of their walls were 9 feet thick. But were these shelters ever used? Some doubt they were ever occupied, and here's why. Argentina's president at the time, Juan Perón, had a reputation for welcoming fleeing Nazis with open arms. If even the mastermind behind the Holocaust, Adolf Eichmann, could find refuge in Buenos Aires, then the likelihood of other Nazi bigwigs roughing it out in the jungle seems pretty slim, according to the archaeologists. The Pink Lake. If you ever find yourself exploring a lush, green jungle, there is always a chance you might stumble upon something truly unexpected. Imagine venturing into this dense, wild landscape, pushing your way through tangled branches and vibrant foliage. As you ascend the tallest peak, emerging above the emerald canopy, you are met with a sight that makes you pause and utter, in awe, "Wow." This is exactly what happened to Matthew Flinders, a British explorer and mapmaker, in 1802. While navigating the southern coast of Australia aboard his ship, the HMS Investigator, he found himself exploring the Research Archipelago, a chain of islands. One day, Flinders ventured onto what is now known as Middle Island, eager to get a better look at the surrounding landscape. As he reached the highest point, he was greeted by a sight so astonishing it left him speechless. Before him lay a vast lake, not the usual blue or green, but a breathtaking shade of pink. While Flinders certainly wouldn't have been familiar with strawberry milkshakes, the vibrant color was remarkably close. In his notes, he described the lake as being of rose color, which accurately captures its unique hue. Intrigued by this unusual sight, Flinders and his crew descended towards the lake. Upon reaching its shores, they discovered another surprising fact. The water was incredibly salty. It was so salty that they were able to gather enough salt crystals from the edges to restock their entire ship. According to Interesting Engineering, Flinders named the Lake Hillier after a crew member who had sadly passed away while they were docked at the island. The vibrant pink color of Lake Hillier, it turns out, has a scientific explanation. Because the water is so incredibly salty, most living things cannot survive there. The only organisms that can thrive in this extreme environment are special types of bacteria and archaea, which are single-celled organisms. These unique organisms have a specific pigment in their cell membranes, and this pigment is what gives the lake its stunning pink hue. Pretty cool, isn't it? The corpse flower. When you think of flowers, what comes to mind? Sweet smells, vibrant colors, and delicate petals? Well, the corpse flower found in the Sumatran rainforests throws that image out the window. Unlike its fragrant counterparts, this flower possesses a distinct and unpleasant odor. This strong odor, as explained, serves a specific purpose, attracting dung beetles and carrion beetles, insects naturally drawn to dead flesh. But why? This unique strategy is crucial for the corpse flower's survival. It helps with pollination. But the intriguing facts about corpse flowers don't end there. These giants can grow up to 12 feet tall in their natural habitat. However, there is an interesting twist. They aren't actually single flowers. Instead, they resemble a plant with a central spike surrounded by rings of male and female flowers, hence the need for attracting pollinators. Witnessing a corpse flower bloom is a rare event due to its unpredictable cycle. Decades can pass between blooms for a single flower, and even then, the spectacle only lasts for 24 to 36 hours. For those with sensitive noses, it's a fleeting experience. Unfortunately, the destruction of the Sumatran rainforests, the corpse flower's natural habitat, has threatened its existence. The Maroxy. South America, like many other regions around the world, is brimming with myths and legends. Among the most well-known of these fantastical creatures is the Maroxy. Imagine towering ape-like beings reaching up to 12 feet tall. That's how the Maroxy are often described, and their reputation is far from friendly. These legendary creatures are said to be fiercely territorial and aggressive towards humans who dare enter their territory. One particularly famous encounter with a Maroxy supposedly occurred in 1914. British explorer Colonel Percival Fawcett, venturing deep into the South American jungles, claimed to have crossed paths with a group of these creatures while mapping the region. He described them as incredibly hairy individuals that wielded bows and arrows. They were also unable to speak, but only capable of guttural grunts. Although Fawcett and his crew managed to scare away the Maroxy with gunfire, the encounter left a lasting impression. The story, however, continues to fuel the flames of local legends, leaving many to wonder if these colossal beings truly lurk within the depths of the South American rainforest, the lost city of the monkey god. For decades, whispers and stories swirled among archaeologists about a hidden city tucked away in the dense Honduran jungle. Some called it La Ciudad Blanca, or the White City, while others referred to it as the lost city of the monkey god. In 2015, this legendary city transformed from a mere myth into a reality. Legends trace the city's origins back to a time of brutal conquest. It was said to be a haven for indigenous people fleeing the relentless slaughter inflicted by the Spanish conquistadors. Early expeditions throughout the 20th century only yielded more unconfirmed reports. It wasn't until 2010 that a groundbreaking technology called LiDAR, short for light detection and ranging, entered the scene. Using this advanced tool, researchers discovered an extensive network of buildings hidden beneath the jungle canopy. Finally, in 2015, National Geographic reported that archaeologists had braved the dense foliage and stumbled upon the long-lost ancient city. What awaited them surpassed their wildest imaginations. The city was remarkably well preserved, untouched by time. There were towering pyramids and carvings which adorned the stone structures. Everyday objects like vessels, jars, thrones, and tables were also found. While the slow process of archaeological investigation continues to unveil the city's secrets, the discovery has yielded more than just historical treasures. Conservation International identified the untouched paradise as a haven for endangered species, teeming with rare plants, birds, insects, and reptiles. However, Douglas Preston, a participant in the initial expedition, shared a less exciting discovery with the media, a flesh-eating disease that preys on the nose and lips. While the explorers thankfully brought home souvenirs of the adventure, this particular one is best left undisturbed by curious adventurers. Crooked trees. This next discovery is like something out of a storybook. In a forest near the town of Gryfino, Poland, stands a grove of 400 pine trees unlike any other. These remarkable trees boast trunks that make a dramatic, almost magical turn. Imagine a perfectly straight pine, but just a few feet above the ground, it takes a sharp 90-degree bend to the north, like a dancer gracefully leaning into a turn. Then, as if completing the move, the trunk curves back up, forming a shape that resembles the letter J. The mystery surrounding these J-shaped trees deepens when we consider their age. Planted sometime in the early 1930s, these silent giants stand roughly 50 feet tall, proudly showcasing their unique shapes. Sadly, the history behind their creation seems to be lost forever. World War II brought devastation to Gryfino, forcing its residents to flee, including those who may have held the key to the forest's secret. Despite their unusual growth pattern, these trees appear to be thriving. They stand tall and strong, reaching towards the sky like any other healthy pine tree. Theories abound about how they acquired their distinctive shape, but none have been definitively proven. One popular explanation suggests that foresters intentionally bent the young saplings, perhaps to create a specific type of wood for furniture making. Another theory proposes a strange anomaly in the Earth's gravity, causing the trees to grow at an angle. Some even believe that heavy snowfall might have played a role, with the weight of the snow bending the young trees during their early growth. The truth behind the spooky forest, as it's sometimes called, may forever remain a mystery. But one thing is certain: these J-shaped pines are a reminder of nature's ability to surprise and baffle us. The mystery of the beech trees in Otzereta Forest. There are places on Earth that make you wonder if nature is playing by the same rules we think we understand. Deep within the heart of the Gorbea Natural Park, nestled in Spain's Basque Country, lies the Otzereta Forest. It is a vast expanse, stretching over 200 square kilometers, and named after its highest peak, the mighty Mount Gorbea. But Otzereta is no ordinary forest. It holds a secret, a curious phenomenon that has baffled scientists. Unlike most trees, which shed their leaves in a seasonal dance of renewal, the beeches of Otzereta seem to defy the natural order. Throughout the year, a steady rain of leaves falls, blanketing the forest floor. This mesmerizing spectacle, unlike anything most visitors have ever seen, is a mystery that science has yet to unravel. However, what science cannot explain, local legends and folklore readily fill the gap. Tales whispered through generations paint the forest in an almost mythical light, adding an extra layer of intrigue to its already captivating beauty. Regardless of the reason behind this unique leaf shedding, the resulting spectacle is undeniable. The forest floor, carpeted in a sea of crimson leaves, creates a breathtaking scene that draws visitors from all corners of the globe, eager to witness this natural anomaly for themselves. The Devil's Tramping Ground. In the quiet town of Bear Creek, North Carolina, nestled amongst dense forests, lies a patch of land shrouded in mystery and local legend. This bare circle, known as the Devil's Tramping Ground, stands out starkly against the surrounding greenery, devoid of any plant or tree life. Even animals seem to avoid this peculiar area. For over a century, stories have swirled around this unusual patch of land. The most famous tale, dating back to 1882, claims that the devil himself uses this ground for his personal dance floor. Legend has it that if you dare to place anything, no matter how heavy, in the center of the circle, you'll find it mysteriously thrown back out the next morning. Sounds like a scene straight out of a spooky movie, right? While the devilish explanation adds a layer of intrigue, other theories attempt to unravel the mystery behind the barren circle. Some believe the spot was once a sacred gathering place for local Native American tribes, and the bare circle was formed by their ceremonial dances over generations. This theory paints a more historical and cultural perspective on the land. Whether the legends hold any truth, the Devil's Tramping Ground remains a unique and captivating landmark. While the science behind its barrenness remains elusive, it has become a popular spot for picnics and camping trips, Some brave souls even choose to camp within the circle itself, seeking a touch of the unusual. However, for those who prefer a less adventurous experience, camping outside the circle is always an option. So the next time you find yourself in North Carolina, consider taking a detour to the Devil's Tramping Ground. You might just experience a glimpse of the mysterious and the unexplained, hidden within the heart of nature. Now, it's time for today's subscriber pick. Forests are not just home to strange and wonderful creatures, but also hold secrets waiting to be unveiled. Scientists just discovered an untouched hidden forest that has been trapped in time for 100,000 years, adding another layer to the fascinating world these ecosystems hold. And speaking of fascinating discoveries, this satellite image shows a forest that bears an uncanny resemblance to a dragon's head, complete with what looks like eyes, a snout, and even teeth. The image has gone viral, with many people speculating about its origins. Some believe that it is a natural formation, while others believe that it may be man-made. However, there is no scientific explanation for why the forest looks the way it does. What do you think? Is the Dragon's Head Forest a natural wonder or something more? Let us know in the comments below. Dao Hill, a hill station in Kurseong, India, is a place of captivating beauty. Lush greenery and rolling hills paint a picture of serenity, but beneath the surface lies a darker side. Locals speak of strange happenings and unsettling experiences in the area, earning Dao Hill a reputation as one of India's most haunted places. Tourists come to Dao Hill for its scenic beauty, but some encounter something more than breathtaking views. For the faint of heart, venturing down the Death Road, a stretch connecting Dao Hill Road and the forest office, is best avoided. This place is said to be haunted by the ghost of a young boy without a head. Local woodcutters share stories of seeing the boy wander the road before vanishing into the forest. Eerie encounters are not uncommon here, with many reporting a feeling of being followed by unseen entities, constantly watched and observed by an unknown presence. Some even claim to have glimpsed a single glowing red eye peering out from the shadows. As if these tales weren't unsettling enough, whispers of a woman in a gray dress roaming the area add to the unsettling atmosphere. The stories go so far as to claim that the oppressive energy of the place has driven unfortunate visitors to the brink of madness, some even meeting tragic ends. Within these very woods is the century-old Victoria Boys High School. When the school closes its doors for winter break, from December to March, locals swear they can hear faint whispers and disembodied footsteps echoing through the empty halls. If you visit Kurseong, be aware of the stories and legends surrounding Dao Hill. If you're easily frightened, it might be wise to avoid venturing into certain areas, especially after dark. While the beauty of Dao Hill is undeniable, its unsettling reputation persists, making it a place where peace and unease seem to coexist. The sophisticated Maya civilization. Around 1,500 years ago, the Maya civilization thrived in Central America. While we have learned a lot about them, there are still many mysteries surrounding their lives. In 2018, a groundbreaking discovery shed new light on how much we have yet to uncover. The key to unlocking these secrets came from a technology called LiDAR, which stands for Light Detection and Ranging. Think of it like a tool that uses lasers to see through the thick jungle canopy. By bouncing light beams off the ground and measuring how long it takes them to return, LiDAR can create detailed maps of what lies beneath the dense vegetation. Archaeologists used this technology to scan the jungles of Guatemala, and what they found was truly remarkable. Using LiDAR, they discovered and mapped 60,000 previously unknown Mayan ruins. That's right, 60,000. Analyzing this massive amount of data could take over 100 years, according to experts. It's like having a 3,000-year history of the Maya condensed into a single map. Just by looking at this map, researchers have already learned some fascinating things. Areas of the jungle once thought to be uninhabited were actually bustling with Mayan activity. They also discovered that the Maya dedicated more resources to building defensive structures than previously believed. The population estimates have also been significantly revised. At the peak of their civilization, the Maya population might have been as high as 10 to 15 million people, much more than earlier estimates suggested. And as if that wasn't enough, LIDAR even revealed a previously unknown 7-story pyramid hidden beneath the jungle canopy. This discovery is rewriting our understanding of the Maya civilization, showing us a society that was more complex, widespread, and sophisticated than we ever imagined. The Avenue of Baobabs. Imagine driving down a dusty dirt road in western Madagascar when you suddenly come across this breathtaking sight known as the Avenue of Baobabs. This isn't just any forest, it's a small group of towering Grandidiers baobab trees, standing proudly like ancient sentinels along the roadside. These magnificent giants are estimated to be around 2,800 years old, making them some of the oldest living trees on Earth. The Avenue of the Baobabs is a truly striking landscape, and it's no wonder it draws millions of visitors each year. The region was designated a protected area in 2007. This was in recognition of its unique biodiversity and cultural significance. Towering around 30 meters tall, there are about 20 to 25 baobab trees in this grove. They are called Renala, which means mother of the forest in the local Malagasy language. These trees are a living testament to a time when this region was covered in lush, dense forests. As human populations grew in the area, the forests slowly receded. However, the baobabs, valued for their unique properties, were spared. Their unusual size and hollow trunks provided communities with valuable resources, such as food and even building materials. Today, these ancient trees stand as a symbol of resilience, beauty, and the delicate balance between human needs and environmental preservation. Bolas de Piedra. Costa Rica is a paradise for nature lovers, with its lush rainforests teeming with life and stunning beaches perfect for relaxation. But beneath its surface lies a hidden mystery, a puzzle waiting to be solved. The Bolas de Piedra, meaning stone balls in Spanish. Forget your average smooth bowling ball. These are nearly perfect spheres, carved from volcanic rock, some as big as a car and weighing up to 20 tons. Over 300 of these enigmatic balls are scattered across the Diquis Delta and Isla del Cano in Costa Rica. But the real twist? We have no clue why they were made or what they were used for. The story of their discovery is like something out of an adventure movie. Back in the 1930s, a company searching for land to grow bananas stumbled upon these hidden treasures deep within the Costa Rican jungle. Ever since, archaeologists and curious minds alike have been trying to crack the code of the Bolas de Piedra. Theories about their purpose are as numerous as the stars in the night sky. Some believe they were ancient tombstones marking important figures, while others see them as symbols of wealth and status. Some even think they were used for advanced astronomy, or were connected to beings from other worlds. While the truth remains a mystery, we do have some clues. Scientists estimate these impressive spheres were created sometime between 200 BC and 1500 AD, most likely by an ancient civilization called the Diquis culture. This skilled group of people thrived in Costa Rica from around 700 to AD 1530 AD, leaving these remarkable sculptures as their most enduring legacy. Imagine the dedication and effort it must have taken to create these perfectly round objects. Back then, they didn't have the fancy tools and machinery we have today. It is believed they used smaller stones to chip away at the larger ones and possibly smoothed the surface with sand or animal skins. The sheer amount of work involved in creating these massive, smooth spheres without knowing their exact purpose adds to the fascination surrounding them. So the next time you think of Costa Rica, remember that its beauty goes beyond its beaches and rainforests. It holds hidden stories waiting to be discovered, like the story of the Bolas de Piedra. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll unravel the secrets they hold. El Mirador. Ancient civilizations have been a source of endless fascination and inquiry for archaeologists for centuries. These lost societies, with their unique cultures and achievements, leave behind tantalizing clues in the form of ruins, artifacts, and even landscapes. One such civilization that continues to spark our imagination is the Mayan city of El Mirador, hidden deep within the jungles of Guatemala. El Mirador existed from around 1000 BC to 200 AD. Spanning a massive 10 miles, it was once home to an estimated 80,000 people. El Mirador is famous for the El Tigre complex, which boasts incredible pyramid structures. The most impressive of these is La Danta, a giant pyramid larger in volume than even the Great Pyramid of Giza. Can you imagine that? For centuries, this sprawling city remained hidden beneath the jungle canopy. It wasn't until the late 19th century that it was finally rediscovered. Reaching this lost city isn't easy. It requires careful planning, time, and some resources. But for those who make the journey, the reward is unlike any other. You will have the chance to explore one of the most breathtaking and significant Mayan cultural gems. The unique location of El Mirador offers stunning panoramic views, transporting you back in time. However, scientists are still puzzled by how such a large civilization flourished in this seemingly challenging environment. With limited water sources and natural resources, the mystery of El Mirador continues to captivate and inspire researchers. The forest in the sinkhole. When you think you have seen it all, Mother Nature has a way of surprising you. Back in 2022, scientists discovered an untouched forest that has been trapped in time for possibly 100,000 years. The forest, located deep within the jungles of southern China, was thriving inside a massive sinkhole. Nicknamed Tian Kung, which translates to heavenly pit, this colossal hole stretches over 1,000 feet long, 500 feet wide, and plunges to a depth of over 630 feet. It is a natural wonder that could easily swallow the Statue of Liberty whole. Intrigued, the cave explorers who discovered it rappelled down over 300 feet into the pit. After trekking for hours, the explorers reached the bottom. What greeted them wasn't the expected rocky floor, but a sight that left them breathless. Lush greenery, unlike anything they'd seen before, carpeted the bottom. Towering trees, reaching over 100 feet tall, formed a dense canopy, while smaller plants thrived beneath them, creating a vibrant green wonderland. But how could this forest survive in such a deep pit? The answer lies in the unique shape of the pit. Its walls slope inwards, allowing enough sunlight to filter through and sustain the remarkable forest within, acting like a natural greenhouse nurturing life in the heart of the earth. While the sinkhole itself might not surprise geologists, the thriving forest within is truly special. It's a lost world, potentially untouched for thousands of years, where plants and animals have evolved undisturbed. This discovery is like stepping into a prehistoric paradise. Scientists believe this hidden forest could be home to a variety of unknown small animal species, waiting to be discovered. The untouched ecosystem within the sinkhole presents an opportunity to study how life thrives in isolation, potentially offering valuable insights into the delicate balance of our own planet. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.